So, thank you, Ricardo S. Misahan Jr., for that warm and comprehensive introduction. I want to acknowledge the presence of our education program supervisor and the school's foster supervisor, Ma'am Sheila A. Hilano. Hello, Ma'am Sheila. I also want to meet our school principal, Sir Rinat Taglan. Hello, Sir Rinat. Of course, to our dear graduates, proud parents, dedicated teachers, and beloved members of the community. Congratulations to all of us on this remarkable occasion. Let us all give us a round of applause. So, good afternoon, everyone. Bago ko magsugod sa aton na formal speech, gusto ko tani kamang tuton anay ang tanan. Kamusta man kamo? Okay lang? How's the feeling of graduating? So, really? Kahit tapos na ang 6 years natin na elementary, right? Happy, of course. Masadyahan kita kaya mag-graduate na kita. Diba? Proud, especially aton nga parents, kaya aton nga graduates sa ilang accomplishments. Nervous. Kakakulbaan man kamo, anxiety man kamo kayo masakit sa stage, ma-present sa morning, right? Or a mixture of all the emotions. Right? So, parehas man sa inyo, amumala ang nabatsagan ko subong. Tinuig na since last ko ang public speaking. And I'll admit, I do feel a bit nervous. I'm not as confident as before. But more than anything, I feel proud and deeply honored to stand here with you today, witnessing the rise of a new generation of outstanding graduates. So today, Subong Adlaw is not just a celebration of academic achievement, but of perseverance, teamwork, and hope for a brighter future. I truly believe this day would not be possible without the collective efforts of everyone here. Ang pagbuligay na itong tanan, ang rason kung nga nanging successful ang event na ito. Sugod sa aton school heads na nagalit or pamuno sa aton nga event each school year. Sunod sa aton teachers, kag community members na nag-coordinate kag prepare sa tanan. Kag sa aton parents, nag-aalalay kag hatag direksyon sa ilang mga kabataan pagkatapos sa ilang success. And of course, to our students, sa aton mga pinalangga nga kabataan nga nagpalikasog kag nagpursige sa ilang pagtuon, nagpanimunga sa pagpasar sa ilang mga exams upang makagraduate sila pagkatapos sa pila ka tuig sa elementary school. I know it was hard getting here, but I assure you it's all worth it. Sa Subong Adlaw, at last, we all get to celebrate the fruits of our hard work and dedication through the years. That brings me to our theme, which is called Henerasyon ng Pagkakaisa, a generation that uplifts, unites, and partners for a bagong Philippines. In simple words, unity in English, our political slogan, right? This year, bayanihan in Filipino, if familiar kamo sa word na, or sa Ilonggo, pagbinuligan. I carry this message with deep conviction because one important lesson I've learned in life is this. Success is always a team effort. But before I go deeper into my message, allow me to share a few things about myself. Things you won't usually find in my resume or bio data. Once again, I am Zed Harold E. Fernandez, a proud alumnus of the Carlota North Elementary School. Since graduating here, I've been fortunate to attend both the top high school and the top university in our country. I've worked in the academic, research centers, national government agencies, international companies, and started my own business at 22 years old. I've been a government scholar from high school through college, and I've received multiple awards and recognitions. So many, but honestly, I've lost count. But here's something not many people know. I'm actually not a model student. As I grew older, I started missing classes, the absent man ko. Nagkatulugan ko sa klase. Would you believe na humagod ko sa klase kay samtang lecturer ang akong teacher? I partied hard. Nagalagaw mo ko sa una. Nag-date man ko. Actually, pang computer games kaysa magdoon sa una. Even until now. Kapilangan kong mag-fail sa akong mga exams. Nadumduman ko pa ganyan sa college, of all subjects nga na-fail ko math. Nag-fail ko sa long exam, hindi ko katulog 1 week. Kay, sabi ko, ano man ang pangalan na nila? Pero wala ko yan nag-give up. I tried my best sa next exam, makatawag ko. Diba? And, currently to that, I almost give up with things I do several times. Yeah. What my academic and professional history doesn't capture is that my life wasn't easy. I didn't magically or miraculously get all those achievements. It took a lot of sacrifices and effort para malapot ko ang akong dreams at goals. Just to share with you all, I actually started my professional journey earning minimum wage. So, nagsugot ko sa pinakadalong. Wala ko yan ang pag-graduate ko. Graduate ka sa UP, sa asweldo mo, lang o ka-offer. Doesn't work that way. So, nagsugot ko sa dalo. Ang sweldo ko sa una, sakto lang, ipliti ko, kalikaon sa sagwa, isang gatulog ako sa Bacol. I also came from a humble background. Isang bata pa ako, si Papa, gabiyahe lang tricycle. Si Mama, gabaligyan lang ice candy para may pagkaon kami ano-ano. Ice candy yung mga agugulo lang. And as a high school and college student, I worked hard to keep up with my peers and meet the high standards set by my school, despite having limited resources. But you know what? We didn't let those circumstances define us on what we can. So, wala na akong limit ang self ko nga, amo lang yung may ara ako, so dapat amo lang kami. Okay? We never gave up and we strive hard to get where we are now. And we still do. And no, we didn't make it this far on our own. So despite all what I said, hindi na siya na ako lang ang nag-effort na. So, to once again share with you, it actually started with my grand-aunt. Ang ako'y lola, so utod sa mama ni Papa, nagtubig sa amon fund, pag-start sa amon na family business. The same grand-aunt, she also introduced me to opportunities I would never have known otherwise. So, mga opportunities na ako, as bata, sa muna wala ko yung kabalo. So, impuligan man lang kami, pero kami nag-effort na. As an example, she encouraged me to apply for the Philippine Science High School entrance exam. A school my parents and even my teachers weren't aware of back then. So, hindi pa siya sikat sa muna, wala pa masyado usong internet. Hindi pa naman na search na, ay, mga ano, hindi na scholarship, yung mga ano na school. So, that one act pagkuha ko sa exam, pagpapasar sa exam, actually started a tradition of excellence right here in La Carlota North Elementary School. So isa ako sa mga nagsugod sa pagkuha sa exam na PSI or Philippine Science High School exam, where our graduates began to dream bigger and aim higher. I believe that graduates of this very school now take that exam each year, and I am hoping that we are keeping that tradition in place. So, sa mga walang pakabalo kung ano ang PSI, just to share some facts about it, if you don't know, only 5% up to 11% of applicants pass the PSI entrance exam. Meaning, sa 100 na ma-apply, usually 5 or 11 lang kabilog makapasar. And that's normal. Okay, limited lang ang budget, limited lang ang slots sa ating country. I also passed the UCAT, the entrance exam for the University of the Philippines, where PSI graduates like me have a 91% passing rate. This is in comparison to the national average of 13%. This shows that it is one of the top high schools in our country. So sa PSI actually, masikat kung hindi ka kapasar. Due tayo sa batch namin, siguro 5, 3 ang hindi makapasar sa UCAT. Okay? So it's a step towards greatness. But if wala ko take ang step na taning wala ko subong gatindog sa kulangan. And after college, I came home to the province after nearly a decade away from my family. So ang pag-ispila ko sa PSI, ang pag-ispila ko sa UP, layo ko sa parents ko. Almost 10 years, hindi ko sila upo. Ako lang isa sa dorm, or ako lang isa sa boarding house, ako lang isa sa tuon. So, put die. That's why I'm saying that dapat gawin kita. Not only with each other, within the family, with our teachers, with our parents, with ourselves. Pagpuli ko today, I applied to schools and was fortunate to land a teaching job. Largely because of my UP Diliman background. I eventually returned to Manila and applied to over 100 companies. Dito ko lang nabalaan na biskan gali namin na imo credentials ka medyo tayo ka na work experience. Kapudlan nila akong makikita ubra. Pero at least you're there na, diba? One step closer to your dream. So amat-amat lang, wala man na siya makuha ka ng isbita. I was lucky enough that my thesis advisor referred me to a research center at UP, which became my entry point or turning point to my career in the IT industry. So nag-shift ko career from teaching, from research, inside naman ko IT. Pagkasaylo sa ilo ko. Kung sa ilong ko pagkatig kayo. I was able to leverage my experiences and skills to get the opportunity to work with executives in the national government to generate positive change to our country. So, as I have said, government scholar ko before, and to give back to the Philippines, para magbalik man ko sa minhatag nila sa akon, nag-ubra ko para sa government. Nag-try ko contribute sa Philippines, then try ko man kung anong kaya ko mabato sa Pilipinas. Actually, one of the things that I did before there was to influence the executives sa ating Philippine government, sa Department of Health, para mag-increase ang scholarship sa doctors. So, nakakitaan ko siya na data na dapat mas damo ang doctors natin sa Philippines. Now, from those work experiences, I was able to multiply my income many times over. Now, I engage with international clients and I'm working hard to build my recognition not only locally and nationally, but globally as well. You may have noticed, but I am a very practical person. I always try to generate the most optimal outcome with limited resources I have. I always try to challenge myself in order to improve. I go from one place to another to learn from different places, meet different people, and learn different cultures. Due to this, I am confident that I have a a wide variety of experience that few people at my age have. Pero sa confidence nga ina, sa tuod-tuod lang, binakulbaan kag anxiety ng ko. I-share ko lang sa inyo na dumduman ko pa sa unang kasuka ko sa CR bago sa akong presentation. Kaya ginakulbaan ko mag-present sa atubang sa executive sa government sa akong findings. Pero paano ko ay nalampasan ito? It's because I always feel that I am not alone in my fight. I know that my family is always behind my back. You might be wondering then, why I haven't mentioned my family until now. That's because they've been behind everything I have done. They didn't just support me, they sacrificed, adjusted, and chose to understand my dreams, even when they didn't always agree. My parents wanted me to be an engineer, a doctor, or an accountant. You know, ang mga professions na sikat sa ating country. And they certainly didn't want their only child to leave home at 13 years old just to study for a bit. Of course, ang mga parents natin din ang mga na ang feeling nila. Kung nabalaan nyo lang paano kami early galalisan na ni mama at ni papa. But still, despite all of that, my mother decided to go with me to another province for a whole year. So I wouldn't face those challenges alone. So kapuligay kami. Despite our differences, iskangalalisan ay kami, kapangita kami paagi para magpuligay kami sa parents ko. My father took over the business entirely. Nag-book down siya kada aga, every single day, 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, just to keep things running even to this day. Now that I am a parent myself, I understand even more how deep their love and sacrifices go. You may be asking yourselves, why am I telling you all of this? First, I want to build credibility, not just with my achievements, but with the journey and humanity that came with it. Tao man lang ko. However, I want to build masaligan yung ako na mga alhamdulillah na sunod. Second, to inspire hope. Despite hardship and sacrifice, there is always hope. Okay? So, kung wala pa nag-abot ang swerte sa inyo, wala pa nag-abot ang opportunity, maabot na. Kung wala pa man nag-abot, try mo man pang tao. Kaya hangbagan nila, di ba? Nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa. Okay? So, sino na? Mabuligay man ka mo sa Lord, kag ikaw, buligan mo lawas mo, gawa ka, manita ka paagi, until makita mo ang opportunity na lumahatag ni Lord sa inyo. And third, to emphasize that success, real success, is a result of unity and collective effort, of what we call pagkakaisa. Now students, listen to me and let me bring you to something that's close to your world and generation. Anyone here into online games? May mga gampang diri mga online games? Gampang man? Diba? Hands up. Mobile Legends? Gampang mo sina? Call of Duty? Gampang mo na? Computer games? Valorant? Naman? LOL? Kaabot pa mo sa LOL? Yes. Or pag gusto mo gampang? Marvel Rivals? Kapatid mo sina? Okay. So, mga ginambal kasi, in many of these games that I have mentioned, you play in teams of 5 or 6. And you have different roles. Pwede tank ka, pwede damage dealer ka, pwede support ka. And each one plays a vital part in winning a match. It's not just about having the best player, it's about teamwork. Everyone needs to perform their role well for the whole team to succeed. So hindi ka pwede mag-tank ka lang, ikaw lang isang mabuhay sa ganan, or support ka lang, ikaw lang isang mabuhay sa ganan. That doesn't always work. You don't always win from na. Kaya hindi akong babaligyan ng mas team. It's knowing your role, improving your skills, and being a reliable part of the team. You can't carry or help the team if you don't know your own strengths or weaknesses. And as they say, build on your strengths, work on your weaknesses. If you want to succeed in life, you need to rank up, level up your mindset, your discipline, your skills. You need to grind, fail, learn, and try again. Because no team succeeds without individuals who strive to be their best. Now, I'm not saying you have to be instantly smart or excellent. Excellence takes time. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. However, take into account that I personally witnessed geniuses fall and underdogs rise. I've seen college dropouts earn more than me. I've seen colleagues who are smarter and more skillful than me earn less than what I do. I've seen peers who barely go to class but get the highest scores in our college exams. So wala kasunod sa klase at all. Pagkabot sa exam, perfect. Kaya tuon sila yung sa balay. By themselves. I also see a person who is not only brilliant but also very hardworking, which earned him the highest grade when he graduated in college. So hindi lang alam siya, pisan-pisan ka siya. So there's no one path to success. The key is finding your strength, maximizing it, and contributing it to something bigger than yourself. So how does this all relate to pagkakaisa? Diba? Pagkakaisa is not just about receiving help. It's about being the help we and others need. Paano mo mapuligan ang iban kung ang imo lawas hindi mo mapuligan? Diba? It's about showing up for yourself and others. It's about building friendships and networks that aren't based on what you can get, but on what you can give. Remember that business that I built when I was 22? It was only made possible because of my high school roommate who I used to tutor back in school. So inatutuan ko siya sa muna sa high school, kaya hindi siya kabalo sa ibang mga subjects. Sa nag-graduate na kami, ibuligan na naman ko balik. Ibuligan na ko sa aking business. Ang ako niya mga high school, kag-college na mga amigo, kag-liga, ga-refer sa job opportunities with each other regularly. So, gina-refer naman sila sa ibang company, babago naman na namin itong obra. Ako, gina-refer na nila. Even my elementary batchmates, ang mga upod graduate dari sa muna, gatita ay kami gano'n every year, kag-buligay kami. We have made sure that my circle of friends help each other over the years. But before all of that happened, I had to earn their trust and recognition. I had to be someone that they could depend on. I had to be someone worth teaming up with. That's the essence of pagkakaisa. A shared vision, mutual respect, and consistent action. I want to leave you with these words that I have recently seen on TikTok. Nakita ko rin siya sa TikTok maybe a week ago. Ang hanggang dito, work with the best, learn from the best, and be the best. Now, let me end with a few messages for each of you. To the teachers, I have been in your shoes. I know how hard it can be, but please, don't lose hope. You're shaping the next generation, and they need your patience, wisdom, and encouragement more than ever. To the parents, thank you. Actually, I haven't said enough thank yous to my parents. So, I want to take this chance to not only thank my parents, hello, ma and pa, but also the parents of our daughters. I hope you continue guiding your children, not just to follow your dreams for them, but to support their own dreams. It won't be easy, but your love, patience, and belief in them can make all the difference. To our dear graduates, I have a question to all of you. Are you satisfied with where you are now in life? If not, grind harder, but ramp up, but don't forget to enjoy the game. High school will be one of the most fun chapters in your life, but it's only the beginning. Dream big, fail fast, learn faster, be patient, you have time. Be proud of what you've achieved today and use it as a stepping stone to even greater things. To everyone here, I challenge you to be part of the solution. Be the best version of yourself and surround yourself with people who uplift you and whom you can uplift in return. The bagong Pilipinas we envision begins with a generasyon ng pagkakaisa, and that generation is sitting right here in front of us. So again, I congratulate you all. I hope you'll learn something from my story, and I hope one day I'll see you at the top. Let's meet there, not as strangers, but as partners, united for a brighter and better Philippines. Thank you and congratulations.